Rise. A vampire fights off his desire to feed. Rise by Michael Mulvihill, and read by Michael Mulvihill. He slept like a log. Every minute of sleep rejuvenated him, and his nature, never fully repressed, began to erupt within him, making him ready to rise. As his rest deepened and his unconscious revived, he recalled flying to Harare, passing security, and touring that entire African country. He recalled the sound of Victoria Falls and the splendid dream that blood, not water, poured down there. Dreaming of next helped him to rise, laid open by bites, wounded, dripping or gushing blood like oil from a well. No way would be restrained. He was not like everyone else. His face was white as the snows of Siberia. His skin so deathly pale that his fingernails looked grey. His eyes black as coal. The ancient vampire rose from slumber without a human soul. His body stretched and relaxed. Drogal realized he was no longer in the confined space of a coffin. He had improved sleeping arrangements since abandoning his old ways. Rat-like, he sprang up from the ground, his eyes burned crimson. His teeth grew razor sharp, and his blood appetite was a raging lion. This was a magnificent rising, emerging from within eager to pounce on prey and drink them to death. He looked toward the window in his apartment like a tiger who never thinks twice. He ran headfirst at the window, smashed through the glass, and landed on his feet, running away from his home at breakneck speed. Rain fell in buckets, but this never deterred the ravenous vampire. His hunger was ever before him. His body felt an indescribable hunger. He stalked streets filled with potential victims. All those humane philosophies he so admired were not his own. He was going to rip necks apart and gouge eyes and devour. He paused before a large puddle that held no reflection of him. He quietened. Breathing deeply, he pondered who precisely his next prey should be. Cat-like, he climbed up a wall, rested on the ceiling of a vaulted arch, scrutinized the people going by. Drogal, immersed in a murderous trance, visualized throats slit, herding mesmerized people into rooms for later, where he could do as he wished with them. But no, how could this all be who he was all of now? Panting, he saw two choices: to be heartless or decent and cultured. Drogal clambered up a tree. He resisted doing something horrible. He found himself in a mood more peaceful than he had ever been. He chose to awaken into a new path. Perhaps the demon within him was just asleep, but he needed that demon to die and never return. A voice inside him called out to God for mercy, to finally emancipate himself from misery, just as Haitian slaves had done all those years ago when they became the first black republic to wage a successful slave rebellion. He would no longer know the yoke of brutality. He would break the chains of his nature and begin to feel freedom. He would wait for daylight right where he was. It was as if The wolf inside him was utterly repressed, although wherever repression exists, opposition remains lodged in the subconscious. Morbidity would finally find him. Drogo was fully aware of this. The thoughts of this haunted him, then compelled him to action. He would walk the streets of Dublin one last time, then return and let true love decide his path for him.